It's great to be back. It's great to be here. It's just true every time. I really have a lot of fun doing this. Daniel, I'm sure you have a lot of fun too.
For sure, yeah.
But Cavemen had a bit of a break. We had that game on Tuesday against Northridge. Ended up winning. But then you want to tell us a little bit about that road trip?
Yeah, so during that road trip, Mishawaka went 3-2 since our last home game. Last home game was a 2-1 loss versus Concord, and I mean, we covered that game as well. It was a hard-fought game, but unfortunately we couldn't come up with a W. The next game for us that we'll be covering this week, actually, Thursday at home in the Cave versus Elkhart Christian Academy. That'll be a fun one to witness and cover. We finished second in the Michigan City Invitational. Mishawaka did. We lost to Concord, unfortunately, but there's a lot of great stats. We have a lot of great players to cover here today, and we're looking forward to seeing them perform tonight. Blocks, Soren Scalati with 33 this season. Aces with Ella Wofford, who's huge player, very impactful, 38 aces. Diggs. Hold on. Keep it. Ella Wofford, Diggs, 278 already this season, a huge, great number. Assists, Kylie Creech with 962 so far this season, and kills Ellie Adams, the sophomore, with 299.
And just like last broadcast, we have a third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, down there with Coach Anderson. Luke, how you doing?
Brady, thank you for asking. I'm here with Mr. Coach Anderson. What are some preparations that you've been going on this week?
Well, for on Saturday. In tournament, but now this is for conference. So every time you play somebody, obviously you get to know a little bit what their tendencies are, and it's also reversed. They get to see that, so you kind of practice what you saw. So prepared.
One more question. How do you plan on setting the tempo for today?
I think the team tempo. Game plan is, and execute to the best of your ability, we'll be in it.
Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
And thank you, Luke. Luke is going to be our third member of the crew. Anna, if you're wondering where she is, she's on the camera tonight. So she's still down there on the sidelines. She's still doing a great job. And we got Luke today. Luke is a senior at Mishawaka High School. He's been with the network for a while now. I hope you guys really enjoy hearing from him. But Dan, you talked about Mishawaka. Let's talk a little bit about Plymouth. Plymouth is 6-8. I'm going to put an asterisk next to that though, because I'm sure they played more games than that. I'm looking at their Max Prep page. I'm sure they played more games than that. They're 1-3 in the conference. Their last game was a 3-1 W against Michigan City. Michigan City, very respectable team, so good win there. Their next game is going to be Goshen at their place on Thursday. There were no available stats available for Plymouth on Max Preps, but just watching their warm-ups, I noticed number 10, Jersey Hunter, the 5'6" sophomore. She was laying down some powerful kills, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with you. You're over here scouting players already pregame, and Brady pointed her out to me, and I had to agree. I mean, she seems like a pretty dominant player that I look forward to watching.
Absolutely, it's going to be a great one. But outside of volleyball, if you follow Mishawaka sports, you would know that we played football last Friday. Ended up winning 42-7 against Plymouth. Plymouth was pretty hot coming into the game. They were 2-2, 2 more wins than they had last year, by the way. But we just came out there and steamrolled them, to be honest. We scored 42 unanswered in the first half, and we sat all of our starters. Didn't end up scoring in the second half. They got a touchdown. It was great to see some JV faces. Daniel, I know you're a sophomore. You probably have some friends that got some PT.
Oh, yeah, for sure, and they were definitely very excited about it. And I know Kinder and the whole coaching staff loves getting in some of their young guys. So because we're going to lose so many seniors, and they want to get them ready in varsity shape, you know.
Absolutely. But in terms of our class, our AV production class, we're still working on the Buster Keaton project, and as mentioned last time, we're actually doing peer reviews. So we're finishing up the project, and we're asking some of our peers, other students in the class, to give us feedback, what we're doing wrong, things we can improve on before we submit them. Daniel, how's your Buster Keaton going?
Well, I actually finished it up this past class yesterday, actually. I mean, it was definitely an interesting process, you know, getting to explore the different sound effects and how people go about creating videos or films or something like that. And a lot of work that it takes as far as editing and finding the right sounds and stuff like that.
There's definitely a lot of work that goes into it, just the stuff that you wouldn't normally notice, the stuff that we're working on. But something else that's going on that we didn't get to do last year, we're working on some media project. Our teacher, Mr. Rendell, who runs this whole thing, he's given us several different media projects to work on. Some of those are the football hype videos that you're going to see on the Jumbotron before the game. Me and Alden Zolman and Trey Thomas, we're both working on one this week. I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah.
That one's really going to be cool. We got some other students working on sports graphics. That's the stuff that you see on the Twitter, on Instagram, like graphics of the players from the green screens. Those are really cool, and there's a bit more that goes into it than you might think. The academic teams are getting more stories made on them, trying to spotlight on them. They're going to be on the newscast. It's really good to get to see them get the recognition they probably deserve. And another story being published is about the play. The play is going to be taking place end of October. Our very own Anna Yoder going to be in it.
Yeah.
I'll be in attendance for that one. Daniel,
Same here. Yeah.
You're going to be in attendance?
Yes, sir.
Really looking forward to that one. And Daniel, you're also making a video. Do you want to tell us something about that?
I am making the video, and this one is definitely a very important video, especially to me. This video is actually going to be about you, Brady. We're going to be covering your story. A lot of it has to do with baseball, but the more important part to me is what you've meant to Mishawaka Network and the difference you've made at Mishawaka High School. So we definitely thought we should tell your story, and hopefully we'll do a good job and represent you well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Gonna get started soon. We got about 37 seconds left on the clock. I guess another news, we should probably recap Northridge game for some people who maybe didn't tune in.
Oh, yeah.
Northridge ended up winning at our place. That was our first broadcast since the first day of school. First set, came out strong, got the dub. Second set, though, Mishawaka was looking sluggish. I mean, we had a very, very slow start, kind of crept back in towards the game, towards the end. Didn't end up being enough, even it up 1-1. But the last two sets really locked it in, ended up winning 3-1. And someone that I really want to highlight in that game is Aubrey Scott. Aubrey Scott was absolutely everywhere. She was doing a really, really good job getting the aces, getting the blocks. I mean, the question was, what wasn't she doing in that game?
Yeah, I agree, Brady. She's definitely a very underrated but huge, huge hustle player. Very impactful for the Mishawaka volleyball team. The Cavemen, I mean, they're known for their mental focus, the focus that Coach Anderson has instilled in them. And as you said, they kind of felt they didn't really show that as much in the second set. But seeing how they powered back and finished strong just shows that focus that they have and they carry with them to every contest.
Yeah, and if you're watching this stream right now, that means you're watching the Mishawaka Network. And if you're interested, we got two upcoming streams for you. Volleyball on Thursdays, already mentioned, with Elkhart Christian. That's going to be a good one. And football versus Warsaw. Warsaw and football in general, that's going to draw a lot of viewers. Warsaw undefeated in the NLC. Mishawaka also undefeated in the NLC. Both teams, only undefeated teams left in the NLC. So this could be a trophy game, as they say. And also Coach Curtis, former Mishawaka coach, so there's always that bit of tension there.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of a revenge game, maybe. You never know.
Maybe. They played each other a couple times. It's been heated almost every time. And Mishawaka got the win last year, but you never know if two great teams go at it. We also have the board meeting coming up at Twin Branch next Wednesday. That's a big one. Definitely tune into that one on the Mishawaka Network. We're going to be streaming that one on the YouTube channel. And if you're listening right now, you're already there. So make sure you tell your friends, tune in, go follow us on social media. We're going to take a break. The lineups are getting announced here, and we're going to be back with the start of the game, hopefully. and we're ready to play some volleyball. You know, Daniel, every time they announce the lineups, they throw out those mini volleyballs, and every time I think that we have a chance to get it, and I've been disappointed every single time.
Yeah, I agree, Brady. I really want to feel the gratitude and appreciation that you feel when you get your own mini volleyball. I mean, I know some of the players. I know you do too.
Yep.
A lot of them were in the same grade, same classes, yet we never get one.
Absolutely brutal. But it's not about us. It's about these teams, about this game. We're getting ready to go. They're shaking hands here. And I'm just ready to get this one going. We got
some enthusiasm here on both sides.
Got some enthusiasm for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm distracted. We got a camera in our face right now.
Yeah, we
so
do.
Smile to the.
We're used to it, Brady. I know.
Yeah.
They always want to.
You know how they say we got a face for radio.
Yeah.
We're not on camera.
Yeah, they got to get us on at some point. I mean, we're a pretty good broadcasting duo, so I mean, I feel like it's deserving.
I've said it once. I'll say it again. Kobe and Shaq of Mishawaka Network.
Now that's a good comparison.
No one's done it like us. But we're getting ready to go. We got the handshake, and now looks like we're ready. Some familiar faces in the starting lineup for Mishawaka: Ella Wofford, Kylie Cruz, Soren Sculati. Margaret Coppins-Clark is getting the nod today. Looks like Ellie Adams, Olivia Orr, Aubrey Scott. Like I mentioned, Aubrey Scott, fantastic game. We expect her to repeat today. But looks like for Plymouth, as I mentioned, I believe, Jersey Hunter out there. Number 9, Marley Christie. Number 11, Sophie Miller. Number 20, there is no number 20 on our roster. Number 12, Olivia Ringer. And number 2, Tinlin Gantz.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, Brady. Tinlin Gantz is actually listed as number 2 and 20. And,
oh, wow.
They're the 2 and the 20 out there, so.
Maybe they have the same name. I don't know.
I'm just gonna,
we're getting going here.
Just going to slide past that comment.
To the high set. Cavemen are starting off strong. Ellie Adams picks up the kill early. As we mentioned, she's leading the team in kills. She's got 249. And I don't know if you mentioned this, Daniel, but we actually have a milestone watch going on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ella Wofford going for her 1,000th dig, if you can believe that. I mean, only a junior in that kind of milestone is pretty ridiculous.
She already has about, 278 on the season, which is pretty extraordinary.
On a block by Mishawaka. Who are they going to give that to?
What a great way to start, and I can see Coach Anderson's already fired up.
Yeah, we heard a little bit from Luke. He's definitely got a good mental. We heard from Anna last week about the type of players they're looking for. Oh, is there going to get a break there? That hit the line. As we know in volleyball, if it hits any part of the line, it's in. That's Kylie Cruz back in the serve. Daniel, you had some opinions on Kylie Cruz last week. All positive, of course.
Of course.
But we're gonna move on from that. If you know, you know.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in because there's some stuff we say that sometimes can't be repeated. So
yeah, you don't want to miss it. As the Rockies pick up the point there. And Jersey Hunter's gonna serve. Really intrigued to see how she does.
Yeah,
because like I mentioned, no stats on Max Prep, so I really have no clue what players to look out for besides her. Oh, and that's going backwards. That was off the hands of number 12, Olivia Ringer. Thank you.
Yeah, Brady, it seems like so far, although it's only a 3-point lead, score 4-1, Mishawaka leading. Seems like Mishawaka has a little bit of a mental edge over Plymouth right now.
We see this a lot in volleyball, or at least the games that we broadcast. The team that gets out early, gets out to an early lead, usually ends up winning the game. We'll see if that stays true today. Oh, and she's just going to bump it over. Odd kind of motion there. Give me a point for the Cavemen. That was Marley Christie. It's early. There's going to be some mishaps. We see it every game. You know, a little rusty. And so are we. I mean, we're not going to get dialed in as soon as the broadcast starts.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows the good stuff is about 20 minutes in or so.
Oh, yeah. That's when we hit our stride. But we're getting better.
Yeah.
Every broadcast, we get a little better.
Just wait until girls basketball season.
Oh, man, you don't want to miss it.
in.
You don't want to miss it. As that's going to be another kill for Ellie Adams. She's already warming up. Yeah, we were talking about us needing to get warm. Ellie Adams doesn't seem like she needs to. She's already ready to go.
Already there, and I love the fact that she's so young and she's only a sophomore, same grade as me, and she's already dominating at a high level. Started on the varsity team.
And a little miscommunication there. Plymouth barely gets it over. Another spike attempted, and that's going down. That's Margaret Coppins-Clark. And these cavemen will not be denied so far. An early timeout here for Plymouth. Head coach Shauna Fagan calls for the timeout. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a timeout ourselves, and we'll be back with more set one.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back here, back from commercial. Score is 7-2 in favor of the Cavemen. And they're having some powerful spikes right now. They're not going to be denied at the net so far.
Oh, yeah, and Brady, as we were talking about in the last broadcast, as Plymouth tries to make something happen.
Oh, the ugly sequence there.
Point Mishawaka. As I was saying, as we were talking about in our last broadcast, the strength and accuracy and focus that these volleyball players have obtained over the years of playing is extraordinary, and it's amazing, and something we probably couldn't do.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I've gained a lot of respect for volleyball players. As another block there by Aubrey Scott. Or was that Amelia Amos? I think they gave it to Aubrey Scott. Tough angle for us. But yeah, as you mentioned, it's a hard sport to play. You need a lot of concentration. It's a hard working sport, for sure.
No doubt about it.
And, a wise decision there. Kylie Creech somehow gets a hand under that one. Going to keep the play alive. Amos gets blocked. Creech is there, though. And that's going backwards for Mishawaka. So Plymouth, some early woes here. What a play by Kylie Creech. Just a sneak a hand under there to prevent the point from happening.
Yeah, the fact that she's able to do that play after play, game after game, is pretty incredible. It just shows why she's one of their top leaders, and they're probably one of their most impactful players.
Just doing a great job of staying in the play. And another block. Yes, that landed in bounds. So nothing doing here for the Plymouth Rockies. I mean, I don't know if that's more credit on Mishawaka or is that's just their inability to get it over. I mean, I want to give more credit to Mishawaka, personally. They're doing a great job defending the net. They're doing a great job serving. And that's going back. That's going backwards, too. Ellie Adams with the ace.
Wow, the focus that Mishawaka has right now, I mean, they're locked in. They're dialed in for sure. And, I mean, I don't see any holes in their game right now. But I don't want to jinx it. I know I'm guilty for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all know Ellie Adams, her dominance at the net, but she's been really good as a server so far this season. See, look what I just did.
Oh, man.
Look what I just did. Wow.
For you new listeners, we do this all the time.
Yeah. Whenever we start talking up a player, just expect something off to happen. But that's number 11, Sophie Miller back to serve for the Rockies. Creech going to get the set, and that's going over. And point for the Rockies. Yeah, it's going to be a 4-hit. Could see that one coming. Kind of an awkward little palm punch attempt there. Just unsuccessful. Maybe the break they needed to get back in this game. Oh, line drive. Oh, it's a powerful spike. Great dig there by the Rockies. Diving play to keep it alive. Miller. And she ends up getting to the point.
Wow.
Sophie Miller ended up being the main contributor on that play. We talked about with Kylie Creech, just extending the play. That's a great job there.
Man, some of these hustle plays that I'm seeing from Plymouth now early on, maybe they're starting to fire it back. Maybe they can hear us.
A miss. Oh, good dig there. Oh, another block attempt. And just like that, the Rockies are back in this game, 6 points.
Yeah, not too long ago, it was the 10-point lead for Mishawaka.
Sophie Miller's been the one leading the drive. Should I say drive or should I say comeback? It's football season. I'm used to saying drive. Another diving effort. Going to be Point Mishawaka. But Sophie Miller going to take a seat. Another great play there. They're not getting anything past her.
Yeah, Brady, as you were saying, I mean, as the rust is starting to get knocked off slowly, it's slower and slower, I should say. I mean, it's turning into more of a contest, you know?
Absolutely. Senior Nikki Griffin going to serve. Oh, great set there. Amos. Fielded, no good. And a powerful kill there by Aubrey Scott. Nothing you can do. Recognized there was no one in the middle of the court. Slammed it down.
Great play.
High set. Pushed over. They're going to keep it alive. No. Yep, that's a 4-hit.
Yeah, I think I could see from Amos that she knew that making contact, that it wasn't going to make much of a difference. But.
Yeah. Cannot deny the effort. Number 2, it says Tinley Gantz on our lineup. I'm not sure. She's listed as 2 and 20, so I apologize if that's incorrect. Oh, and that's going backwards. That hit off the hands of Marley Chrissy. I think might have been wiser to just let that one go.
Yeah.
And I'm going straight backwards, didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, headed towards the scoreboard.
So this has been a quick set here, already at 15 points. We saw the JV game go the distance, so to say.
Yeah, some exciting plays in that one as well, although we weren't live streaming at the moment.
Diving play to keep it alive. And they're going to get the point. So these Rockies, they may be down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely not down in the hustle category. They're diving all over the court.
Yeah, definitely trying to do as much as they can to keep the play alive. I love the hustle I'm seeing from the Plymouth side as well as the Mishawaka, and I hope this continues to be a tight contest.
It's Kylie Creech changing it up there. I think they were thinking that she was going to do a little set. Nope, she just dumps it over.
She's just so mentally focused, and with her experience and her talent, obviously, and her hard work, she's able to make plays like that where she's able to trick the defense and do a completely opposite thing.
Kylie Creech, a senior here. She's been great for all 4 years on varsity. They're going to get a point there. Tough play there. That was Jersey Hunter close to the net. And a timeout called. So Plymouth making this more of a game than we would have expected very early in the game.
Yeah. I mean, still a 9-point lead for Mishawaka, but we're definitely seeing a lot of hustle, a lot of playmaking still on the Plymouth side. And, I mean, they haven't been put to bed yet. They're not done.
And we're going to cut down to our third member of the crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
It's just been really good on both sides, defense and offensively. We're dominating the net. We've been able to get the blocks on defense and been able to get the kills on offense. I think what really sets us apart is our serves, though. I mean, a lot of the balls have been going backwards, and it's just been a good dominant performance so far.
All right, thank you, Luke. That was Luke Wagner, third member of our crew, with the insight there. And he's right. I mean, those serves, Plymouth, maybe they just have to be more conservative, I want to say. There's a couple balls that they've hit that maybe would have gone out of bounds if they would have just let them go and got them a few extra points. But they're hitting them, they're going backwards, not giving them a chance to hit it for a second time.
Yeah, I think just taking a deep breath, taking a second to understand and analyze the play before they make something happen may be beneficial for Plymouth.
Olivia Orr is going to serve. She's been good so far this year. And the kill by the Rockies.
Well, we've covered a lot of and seen a lot of comebacks, Brady. So you never know. I mean, I know it's only set one, but anything can happen.
Yeah, with the hole that they were in early, they've done a good job digging themselves out of it so far.
No doubt.
But not if Ellie Adams has anything to say about it. I believe that's her third kill already today?
Yeah, so far already.
Man. Margaret Coppins-Clark going to sub in. Nikki Griffin takes a seat. And Kylie Creech back to serve. You see her sister, Cassie Creech. I'm not sure if that's in the camera, but she's over there taking videos of her sister. And that did not look like it got in. Yep, point Mishawaka.
Yeah, and Brady, real quick, I just want to cover the fact that even though Mishawaka has some of their key players out due to injury, unfortunately, they're still holding up and making for a pretty good season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell if you're just a casual viewer. You wouldn't know that they're missing Cassie Creech. Cassie Creech, obviously a phenomenal player. We saw her last year. She's out with an injury, with a knee injury. But she's still here. She's still supporting her teammates. Yeah. It's always great to see. Scores 20-9. Mishawaka's got 5 points to go to take set one. Creech the high set. Coppins-Clark gets tipped, but there's no one there. The field on the Rocky side.
Yeah, we saw the Plymouth offense was a little off tempo there with Olivia Ringer with a little uncontrolled bump there. Kind of set the offense out of tune.
Give me a point there for the Pilgrims. I've been saying it wrong. The Rockies, as you know, Plymouth, they kind of have two names to rotate in and out. The Rockies are for football, boys and girls soccer, and wrestling. The rest is Pilgrims.
Brady, are you sure why that is?
I'm actually not sure, but we got the message from the AD, so we apologize for the error. Ellie Adams gets denied. That's still going to be Mishawaka point as it lands out of bounds. Wow, powerful kill. Not to be. Luckily came away with a point. So the Pilgrims have shown some resilience, but they're down 12 on the scoreboard. They're going to need to show a little bit more resilience here if they want to come back.
Yeah, very, very soon, Brady, considering Mishawaka's 3 points away from taking the set.
Coppins-Clark pushes it over. The Pilgrims are there. Oh, good dig there. Olivia Ringer, excuse me. And a dump over, no good. Some good defense on both sides so far. And third time's a charm, no. That's not getting over.
Way to keep the play alive.
Ellie Adams, she's having some trouble getting it over, getting it down. Now Coppins-Clark, oh, that might have been out if you let it go. And that's going to lead to a caveman point.
Wow.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those. Ball just kind of gets on them quick, like instincts kick in and you field the ball. When if you just let it go, maybe that's a point for them. I mean, yeah, she's obviously closer to the play than we are, but looked like that might have been out. Mishawaka's going to pick up the point there. It's a tipped block attempt, ended up landing on the Pilgrim side. Gosh, I want to say Rockies so bad.
Yeah, Mishawaka one shy from taking the first set in this contest. Wofford to serve.
And that's going out of bounds. Caveman takes set 1. So pretty easy win there for Mishawaka, winning by 15. Got out to an early lead, didn't really look back. As I mentioned, the team that usually gets out early and gets out to that lead tends to win the set most of the time.
Yeah, I would agree, Brady, but Mishawaka has to stay calm and has to stay ready to keep going. So.
And we're going to cut down to our third member of the crew. Sorry to cut you off, Daniel. Luke, what did you think about that set?
It was a good set for the Mishawaka Cavemen. It just seems like they're a bit more disciplined than the Pilgrims are. We don't see a whole lot of balls hit out by the Cavemen, and they've been able to capitalize on that. And I just think it was a really good 15-point win set there for the Cavemen, and let's hope that they ride this into another set win.
And Luke, now that we got the time, you're usually not on air. I believe it's your first time on the air. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Luke Wagner. This is my first time on air. I usually run the camera work, and today I'm doing sideline reporting, which is really fun. It's been a blast. Been able to talk with you guys and just talk about the game in general.
Yeah, thank you. Got a lot more to come. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of our valuable behind-the-scenes guys. Good to see him in front of the camera.
Yeah, for sure. It's great to get the crew and then show the audience how much talent we really have here at the Mishawaka Network. I mean, we produce some pretty great broadcasts.
Absolutely. But we're going to take a break and be back with set 2.
Hi, I'm Nate Zolman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zolman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zolman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zolman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here, getting ready for set number 2. In case you missed it, in case you're just joining us now, Mishawaka took set number 1 by a score of 25-10. The Pilgrims showed some resilience early, but wasn't able to maintain that. Oh my gosh, how's it go? Too little, too late for the Pilgrims. But definitely some good things to take away from that set there.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, one could definitely argue that just like we are still, that the Pilgrims are just knocking off some rust and getting their heads in the game a little bit. But, I mean, you never know. We've seen a lot more crazier things happen than, one team blowing out another team in the first set and then the other team doing the exact same thing to the opposing team in the second set. So you never know. I mean, Plymouth could surprise us. And
what I've learned a little bit about this sport, the more I watch it, it is very, very momentum-based. The team that has momentum has a huge advantage. Soren Sculati picks up the point there and captures some early momentum. Cavemen are feeling themselves, and it's hard for the other team to get that momentum back.
Right, I would definitely agree, Brady. I mean, 15 points, that's a pretty great momentum builder. I mean, and confidence booster as well.
Absolutely. Definitely going to build some confidence. See what the Pilgrims have to say about that. Oh, I think looks like a midair kind of glitch there from Aubrey Scott.
Yeah. So she was going for trying to show off the soft touch a little bit, but unfortunately, a little messed up on timing there.
Yeah, just a little mishap. Aubrey Scott going to get a chance to kill. Too far. So Plymouth gets their first lead of the game by a score of 2-1. Marley Christie, the junior, back to serve. For a very young Pilgrims team, as Emily Adams picks up the point there. Very, very young team. I don't see a single senior on this roster.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores. Assuming they got some varsity experience. But yeah, very kind of rare to see 0 seniors on a varsity roster for any sport.
Yeah, I agree, Brady. It's kind of peculiar, but I mean, they're holding their own right now.
Oh, yeah. Got a tie game. Of course, it's early. Ellie Adams comes up short. Yeah, I think I saw that one coming. She started pretty far back on the court when she was going for the spike. That would have been a really amazing play if she was able to hit a line drive and somehow get that in bounds.
Yeah, that would have been great. I mean, mishaps like that are going to happen, but as long as Mishawaka doesn't let that get to them, they'll be in good shape.
As long as Mishawaka has less mishaps than the other team, should be fine. As Coppins Clark going to pick up the kill. A lot of points coming via kill so far tonight. Nikki Griffin coming into the game. Nikki Griffin, a senior. You can see her poster on the wall. I'm not sure if we got that in our camera, but she's got senior banner up.
Talented player for sure.
Absolutely. We've seen her blossom improve game after game. She's unable to get it over there. But we've definitely seen some improvement from her over the years, too. I mean, last year, JV player, I would say one of the better players on that team. Now she gets to call up to varsity as a senior. And she's doing a pretty good job. She's holding her own. Yeah,
I definitely agree. Last game against Northridge at home, she started off a little slow, but ended up getting her mojo back.
Oh, great play to meet Pilgrims to the net by Kylie Creech. Prevented a dunk there and a running spike. No one's able to get to it. Aubrey Scott. And the points just keep on coming for the Cavemen via the kills. So Ella Wofford's going to check out here.
Yeah, great play there, but keep in mind that the game is still tied, so it's still a contest. This set could go either way.
Good there by Nikki Griffin. The set, the point's going to be awarded. A violation there, double hit by Mishawaka. Something that I'm noticing, I know Pilgrims picked the point there, but something I'm noticing is that they need to improve their initial bumps. They're getting those bumps. Oh, they're going to get an ace there. So maybe they hear me. I'm doing a little bit of reverse curse. But criticism I have of them so far, they got to improve their initial bumps. They get that bump, it's going off to the side. You're immediately off balance. You get a good bump, and you stay on balance. You stay on time, a lot of good things happen.
Yeah, definitely, Brady. I mean, as we were talking about earlier, the different aspects of the game that these players have to think about every time they step on the court, it's crazy. There's a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to worry about, and a lot of focus that you have to have in order to play at a decent level.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces. I mean, take us, for example. It took us a while to learn the rules. When we first started doing this, I'll be honest, I didn't even know a single rule of volleyball besides hit it over the net and don't let it fall. As Olivia Orr's going to get a great dig there, and they're going to get it over. That's going to land out of bounds. Oh, wow. Looked like it might have got a piece of the line from our angle, but
yeah,
always defer to the refs.
And Coach Anderson, man, he called the shot. He said right then and there, there was Mishawaka point.
And they're going to get an ace there. Yeah, Coach Anderson been coaching for such a long time. Might want to take his word for it. Score 7-6. Bit of a back and forth game, but with Olivia Orr back to serve, Cavemen are looking to pull away. And that's a good bump right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. But a good answer. Oh, and a rare mishap by Ellie Adams, and she knew it too. Just got on top of it, missed it a little bit.
Yeah, I said it a few times this season so far, Brady. Ellie Adams, I just love her persona, the way she goes about playing the game. She makes a mistake, she brushes it off, and she moves on to the next play.
And that's going to land inbounds. So like you just said, what a response there. Misses one play, comes back to the next one, picks up a kill.
Great mentality to have in any sport, and it's very important because sometimes it's just not your night.
When it's not your night, you have to have that ability to respond as an athlete. Tipped at the line, fielded by Orr. Bump, pushed over by Sculati, no good. And yeah, I think Orr got a piece of it. That's going to be a point for the Pilgrims. Tie game here.
Very, very
good
different.
Response.
Very different from the first set.
Makes you wonder what the adjustment was in between sets for the Pilgrims. I will say their serves have been much improved.
I definitely agree. Yeah, they've been able to get over the net a lot more consistently.
And they pick up the point there. They're playing offense more often. I know that's kind of hard volleyball. You're playing offense and defense at the same time.
Yeah.
But it just seems like they're able to attack a lot more during this set than they were last time, where they just kind of seemed like they were playing defense. And a block attempted. No good, but it looks like they're going to be able to get it back on Mishawaka's side. And hit over. Oh, or one-handed save. Ella Watford one-handed save. But yeah, Ellie Adams knew it. A little bit too soft in that bump. Not going to get over.
Yeah, a little bit of lack of communication there. I think her teammate was going to try to take her own stab at trying to get over the net, but it happens.
Oh, powerful spike there. Knocks number 12, Olivia Ringer, on her back. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Lucky that just didn't hit her square in the chest or square in the face. Pilgrims still lead by one. Well, that's going off the side of her hand. Maybe that spike rattled her a little bit.
Ella Watford to serve, as we were talking about earlier. She's going to have a big day.
Another ace there for the Cavemen. So Pilgrims got to be careful. They're falling into those bad habits that we saw in set one.
Yeah, as we know in any sport, but volleyball especially, as we're seeming to notice, I mean, it could really go either way. And once it goes one way, once that ball starts rolling, it starts to roll fast. And especially with the Cavemen, I mean, they're so good at taking that momentum and finishing the job.
You know, something I just noticed, for the second match in a row, the visiting team has matching shoes.
Yeah, you were telling me you noticed that earlier, and I was like, wow, with Northridge. And, I mean, I've never seen that before. Mishawaka doesn't do that.
Yeah, interesting shoes. They don't match the team's colors, but cool nonetheless. Tipped, and that's going to be a point for Mishawaka. Double hit, called from the Pilgrims. So some mental errors just gave the Cavemen a ticket right back in this game. Creech is there. No good. Back on the Cavemen side. Set. Spike going backwards.
Man.
Great play there.
As you were saying, those mental errors. Plymouth's mental errors plus Mishawaka's great mental focus and communication within the team equals a Mishawaka blowout and huge momentum builder for them.
Yeah, we're starting to see that momentum swing. You can't let a team get too much momentum in this sport because then they're just going to run away with it. Ellie Adams spike hits the top on that. No, I actually think that was tipped. Plymouth going to get it over. That's Coppins-Clark. Dig there by Miller. It goes off the side of her hand, yep. Gonna be a 4 hit in the Pilgrims. And wow, just mental errors.
Yeah.
Point after point, these are stacking up.
I'm seeing them second guess their actions. And I think once you're decreasing in your movements, it's a recipe for disaster.
As I mentioned, they were playing offense the first half of this second set. Now it kind of looks like they're playing defense as the ball is going everywhere. Another Mishawaka point. I was just about to say, good time out there by Coach Shauna Fagan for Plymouth. We're going to take a break here. Cavemen lead by 5 here in set number 2.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. Some people see a huddle in the locker room. Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Knighty. Support education.
Welcome back here. Score is 15-10 here in the Cave. Set number 2, Cavemen are leading 1-0 in terms of sets and lead by 5, trying to take a 2-0 set lead. And that's going sideways, fielded by Ellie Adams. Put over by Ella. Tipped up the line. Yep, that's going to be a hard play for Olivia Orr. Much needed point for the Pilgrims there.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Brady, opening after the timeout, Mishawaka's looking to close out and take that early 2-0 lead. And plays like that, if those are going to continue to happen.
Yeah, before the timeout, we just started to see Pilgrims spiral. Looks like they kind of got it back together here. See if that continues. Well, not much they can do there. Powerful spike there by the Cavemen. Gets him a point. Amelia Amos checks in. Last time on the broadcast, we had a tough time with that name. Ended up getting corrected, but we are now 100% sure it is Amelia Amos.
A great player, too. A freshman on varsity. It's pretty impressive.
And making an impact, too. Oh, and a block at the line. Cavemen all over the place now.
Real quick, speaking of Amos, sorry to cut you off, Brady. It's just great to see how she's meshing in with that team chemistry and enjoying being a part of the Cavemen volleyball program.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in baseball, we've had a couple freshmen, a couple young guys come up. This Cavemen pick up the point there. Had a couple young guys come up. It takes them a while to get adjusted to that team, the team culture, the team chemistry. But once they do, it can be a lot of fun for them. It's a lot of fun for the upperclassmen like me. But it's just a good experience for them to get that varsity experience early.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A low serve there. Fielded by the Pilgrims. Nope. Ellie Adams there. Pilgrims are going for the kill. Coppins-Clark continues to have a great game. Picks up a point there. So Coppins-Clark, not typically, I don't want to say not typically a contributor, but she's having a fantastic game. We don't usually see her have this big of an impact.
Yeah, I have to agree, Brady. You're right. She can be quiet sometimes, but always making some contributions.
Yeah, we're going to go down to our third member of the crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, leading by 8 here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, we got out to a pretty shaky start, but we ended up turning it around. A couple good serves went our way, and then momentum shifted completely. And now we're up 19-11, looking to take set 2.
What's something that you think the Pilgrims are going to be talking about in their huddle right now?
Just the lack of discipline right now. I mean, they've hit a couple balls out, and a couple balls that they tried to save maybe looked a little close. That I think they probably could have let go for a couple points, but I definitely think the lack of discipline is being discussed.
All right, thanks, Luke. We're going to talk to you between the sets. Looking forward to it. Always good to hear from Luke Wagner. Like I mentioned, we're going to have him in between the sets. Hopefully we got a player interview coming up. We'll see who he chooses the interview. But right now we got a volleyball game to call. Cavemen are 6 points away. Creech with the set. Amos punches it over, but nothing doing. Pilgrims are right there. Oh, and a block. But that's denied. Fantastic play by the Cavemen. And that's going out of bounds. Wow. I mean, Coach Anderson's got a smile on his face. That was an absolutely fantastic play.
I really do love those plays because it really does show how focused and locked in Mishawaka is at all times.
To be able to have the hand-eye coordination to hit that ball with one hand, keep it up, absolutely fantastic. Something that I'm sure neither of us be able to do.
Definitely not.
That's the top of the net, and that's going to be a point for the Pilgrims. Well, yeah, I guess it's supposed to landed out of bounds. That's on me. I got a little confused.
We're still learning.
Still learning. Like you mentioned, a lot of ins and outs of this game. Hard to master it. And that's going to be an ace. Sophie Miller picks it up there. Pilgrims only trail by 7. This game is still very much open to come back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mishawaka, although 5 points away from closing it out, anything can happen.
And the kill there. And that's Coppins Clark again.
Man, she's having herself a game.
What a set so far. Is she going to check out here? Margaret Coppins Clark, a junior, Mishawaka, 5'9", having a fantastic game. Aubrey Scout looking for the block. Didn't even need it. They get the point anyways. So Pilgrims looking like they're running out of gas.
Nikki Griffin up here to serve.
Punched over. Yeah, I think a Pilgrim got a piece of that. 23-13. And this game has spiraled out of control for the Pilgrims.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more out of reach, Brady. 10-point difference, and Mishawaka 2 points away from taking the second set.
Yeah, we saw this be kind of a back-and-forth game early on, and obviously the set's not over. Anything can happen, but down 10, it's coming very unlikely is that they're going to get an 11-point lead now, 1 point away from taking it. But yeah, back-and-forth game. I think it was 8-8 at one point. But yeah, they just lost control, and have only scored 5 points since then.
Looking to close it out.
Well, diving effort by Ella Wofford, and no one's there. Miscommunication by the Pilgrims. And gosh, I heard a squeak on the floor when Ella Wofford dove. I hope she's all right. That made me cringe.
Hopefully she is all right. She's a very impactful and important player for the Cavemen.
Yeah, can't have her get injured. She's doing a great job. And as we mentioned, she's going for her 1,000th dig. Hasn't gotten it yet, but would not be shocked at all if she got it here in set number 3.
Yeah, no doubt. She's a very talented player, and she's surrounded by some pretty talented players as well.
And once again, we got our third member of the crew, Luke Wagner, down there with Kylie Creech.
Thank you, Brady. I'm here with Kylie Creech. what happened in the second set that just really boosted your momentum there?
I think we were running a lot of plays we've been working on, and the girls were getting good, solid contact on their hits, and they were kills, and it was really fun. So yeah.
What do you plan on doing to continue the success and get this third set win?
We're gonna keep doing good on serve receive, getting the ball up at the net so I can set all my hitters and have a lot of fun.
Thank you, Kylie.
All right, thank you, Luke. Great to hear from Kylie Creech. Kylie Creech, as we know, impact player, having a fantastic game so far, as usual. But we're going to take a break. Got about 1:40 left here in the break. We're going to be back with set 3. Came in lead 2-0.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back here. Buzzer sounds, and we are ready for set number 3. And someone that I noticed that I wanted to point out, Plymouth being down 2-0 in the sets. They maintain a positive attitude throughout. You're hearing them cheering. You're seeing smiles on the faces. That's just really great to see. And if they're going to come back, that's a mentality they need to have.
Yeah, for sure. And just real quick, I just received word that we've been pronouncing yet another player's name wrong.
Oh,
apparently,
boy.
Margaret's last name is Copens Clark, not Coppens Clark.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry about that. Margaret Copens?
Copens Clark.
Margaret Copens Clark.
As in hope, yeah. And
Plymouth's going to take 1-0 lead there. Gosh, we apologize. I hope that's the last.
Yeah,
that's the last
of them. I hope so, too. Hopefully,
Copens Clark.
Hopefully she doesn't know that we've been pronouncing her name wrong, because I actually sit right next to her in Spanish tomorrow morning. So hopefully she doesn't hear this broadcast. Real quick, Margaret.
Well, I don't think she's hearing it right now because she's on the court right now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, watching film or whatever. But
oh, great save there by Ella Watford, but they're going to say she didn't get her hand under it. And, yeah, she's saying that it did hit the floor.
Quick 2-point lead for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Feeling good.
Yeah, Pilgrims jumping out here with some fire. Yeah, but as you mentioned, hopefully that's the last of the names we mess up. Guys, I can't even get a thought in. These Pilgrims are scoring so fast.
Yeah. 3-0 so far. Mishawaka not showing too much of that mental focus we were seeing earlier, but
still very early.
Yeah. Never want to count them out.
And that's, a dunk attempt just missed. That was number 11, Sophie Miller, and she knew it. Lee Adams there. Pilgrims with the dig. And they dump it over. Copens Clark with the effort there to get it over. Creech with the set. Copens Clark gets denied. Scilati. No good once again. She's going to get the kill chance. And she succeeds there. Number 9, Soren Scilati. Ella Wofford's back to serve here. She leads the team in aces, but haven't seen a whole lot of her making an impact serving so far.
Usually that's kind of her thing. But
key to the game. Oh, my goodness. Aubrey Scott.
Wow.
Gosh, we don't even have time to talk. That was
some extra sauce.
That was an
that.
angry spike by
I
Aubrey
felt that
Scott.
one. We felt that one all the way up here. That was nice.
Creech with the set, and I believe, it's going to be a double hit by the Cavemen. So Pilgrims coming out with a lead here. We did see this last game, however. They're going to need to be able to sustain success. That's where you see the conditioning in volleyball come into play. Cavemen just able to outlast them so far, but they get the point there.
Now, Brady, I know that right now it seems as if Plymouth has the upper hand on Mishawaka, but we have seen Mishawaka have quite a few mental errors and then, kind of pick themselves back up off the ground and start to dominate again.
Yeah, we've seen it too many times. Can never count them out. If that hits the floor before it reaches the diving Pilgrim. Point Mishawaka. Olivia Orr going to check out. Amelia Amos subs in. And we haven't said a whole lot of Amelia's name so far.
Yeah.
She's normally a player that makes a big impact. See how she does here in set 3. Fielded there by the Pilgrims. Dumped over. And there we go. Amos picked up the point, assisted by Ella Wofford. Kind of an unconventional, maybe an unintentional set there by Ella Wofford. Went with the bump technique instead of the typical overhand, but works nonetheless. She gets the assist.
I guess she's just that kind of player. She can do anything on the court.
Yeah. Point for the Pilgrims. That's going to be double hit.
Golly Creech looking a little confused on that call there.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm a little confused there,
Me too. I was confused, but
yeah. Kylie mentioned in her interview that she's just looking to set up her hitters. She's done a good job of that today. Hasn't had a whole lot of chances in set 3, as that one's going to land on her own side for a Pilgrim point. Yeah, hasn't had a ton of chances, but I'm sure she'll get some here in set 3.
She always seems to find a way.
Player of that caliber, ball just seems to find them.
Oh yeah, very talented player.
And Coppins-Clark, or is Copins?
Copins-Clark.
Margaret Copins-Clark comes up short. And a timeout called. I believe that was by Coach Anderson. Maybe a wise timeout there, as we've seen them be down early in games before, but never like this. It seems like Pilgrims are fighting for their life here, and they really are. But Luke, let's go down. Let's go down to you. What do you think about this set?
This set, Mishawaka didn't really get out to the lead that they probably wanted. Down 4 right now. I just think that they need to keep up mentally and just keep a positive attitude. They're up 2-0, so it's not really that big of a rush right now. They can kind of sit back, but I know that they want to get this set.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Luke.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so like he said, the mental game really kind of coming into play. Mishawaka up 2. Sometimes you can get a little overconfident, a little too comfortable. We've seen that a few times from this team. You get up, get a little bit too comfortable, a little bit too sloppy in your plays. You drop a set, then all of a sudden it's, oh no, we can't let them back in this game. Pilgrims are playing with an edge. Cavemen can't get comfortable.
No doubt about it. Let's see if that timeout helped them kind of rekindle their competitive spirit and that mental focus they always seem to carry with them throughout every game.
The line drive there. Ooh, almost an ace. Diving effort. And that's going to be Mishawaka point. I think Kylie Creech misjudged it a little bit.
Yeah. that will happen. But hopefully they can continue. They can embody what I was talking about earlier with Ellie Adams in particular. Just brushing the play off and moving on to the next one.
Ellie Adams gets denied there with the dig. That's too far. Gonna be a point for Mishawaka. Good dig there, just no one there to field it. Copens Clark gonna check out. Oh, ref was ready to call something there. Doesn't blow the whistle. Diving effort. Almost hits the bleachers. Great effort there. But that was number 9, Marley Christie for the Pilgrims. Fantastic effort. She comes up a bit short. And while we got a break here, I just want to give a quick shout out to my mom for listening to the broadcast. I told her I'd give her a shout out. Been very supportive, listening to every single one of her broadcasts. So shout out, Mom. I know you're probably listening at home. Or you're taking a nap, either one. As Caven pick up the point there. Pilgrims are leading in this set, but for some reason, it doesn't really feel like it. Seems like we've gotten so confident with the Cavemen that we're just kind of assuming that they're going to come back in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Only a 2-point lead for the Pilgrims right now.
Pilgrims don't got much to play with. Oh, powerful spike there. Good dig to prevent the kill, and that's going to be too strong. Pilgrims want a tip, but they're not going to get it. Yeah, they wanted a tip there. I didn't see a tip. Going to be a point Mishawaka.
Always tough as an athlete where you see a call that the ref doesn't see, and it's a very frustrating situation.
Amos, that might have hit the floor. No, they're going to let it play. Well, good dig there. Another one right there. 2 powerful spikes denied by the Pilgrims. A diving effort again. Oh my goodness. What a volley. Amos, they want a tip. They're going to get it. Oh, wow.
Wow. What an electrifying play. Way to tie it up.
Jersey Hunter is not happy with that call. And the Cavemen.
The Mishawaka bench is definitely happy with that call, though.
Cavemen bench is on their feet for sure.
Wow.
Gosh. Oh, and I believe Ella Watford just got her milestone. That's what it was about. Really, really great to see. Oh, Ella Watford can't say enough about how big of an impact she has on this team. 1,000 digs as the junior. Pretty incredible.
Incredible milestone.
And still counting.
Oh, yeah. She's not done yet. Still very early on in the season.
Oh, 2 players went for the dunk there. Kylie Creech comes out the other end. And Cavemen take the lead.
We knew it. This is the Mishawaka we're used to seeing. They're back. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to retract that. I want to jinx them, but it's looking good. It's looking good.
We haven't had many jinxes today.
Not too many.
Let's not start now. Aubrey Scott. Some great saves here by the Pilgrim in set 3. And that's going to land in bounds. Amos picked up the point.
Great to see. And real quick, while we have a little bit of dead time, I want to give a shout out to 2 people. First, Leah Pearson, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Always getting great compliments from her. And Peyton Lauren for giving us the correction on Copens Clark.
Yes.
And also, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you.
That's going to land out of bounds. Wow. Again, from here, looked like it might have got a piece of the line. But not my place to say. And I'm not one to argue with the caveman point.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, but like you were saying, if you have any name corrections, please let us
Yes,
know.
please
We
let us
want to
know.
get it right.
I had to give a little shout out because you gave one to your mom. Well deserved to all three of them. Thank you, guys.
Yes. And a timeout called here by the Pilgrims. Let's check in with Luke Wagner. Luke, we've had a pretty decent comeback here in set number 3. What's been the key to that comeback?
Yeah, being down, I think 8-4 at one point, obviously wasn't what the Mishawaka Cavemen wanted. They've been able to keep calm, cool, and collected, and really get these points back, and in a big way now that they're up by 4 points. So they kind of reverse roles there, and it's been a really good set after the timeout at first.
What are some adjustments or maybe things that are going to be talked about in the Mishawaka huddle to be able to properly close out this game?
I think most of it was probably just the discipline. They were hitting a couple of them out, and also just being able to tip the ball at the defense. A lot of them were hit with the net, and they just couldn't be able to get them.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Always good to hear from him. Luke's doing a great job for his first time being a sideline reporter. Very impressed. Hopefully we hear more from him in the future, in future broadcasts.
Totally agree.
Yep, and that's going out of bounds. Caveman knew it. Didn't make an effort to get there.
Wow, a 5-point lead now for the Cavemen.
So they're starting to pull away here. As I mentioned, the conditioning. Pilgrims have gotten out to a lead a few times here throughout the majority of this game in general, but they just had not been able to maintain it, and that's their main problem, as they're going to come up short there.
Man. Cavemen are trying to get us to go home a little early. I'm not mad at it.
Nope. Do not hate it. Nikki Griffin back to serve. Got 10 points to go. Well, tipped. Nikki Griffin got a hand out of it, but no one was there. Good effort. Puts the Pilgrims in double digits.
Brady, even though they're down by 5 right now, I'm still seeing that hustle from the Pilgrims, and I love to see it. If you're going to go down, you better go down with the fight.
Yeah, I mentioned in the first set, they may be down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely not down in the hustle category. They're diving all over the place, making some good plays, and just extending the play, giving themselves a chance. And that's what I love to see.
Same here.
And Amos going to put it in the perfect spot. Right out of the reach of a diving Pilgrim. Picks up the kill. Ella Wofford going to check out.
And Aubrey Scott here to serve. We know she's very, very capable on the court.
Well, diving effort by Scott. She got a piece of it. Not enough, though. Going to be a Pilgrim point. 5-point deficit. This is game where it could come down to the wire if the Pilgrims lock it in here and make a bit of a comeback. It's going to need to start now.
Oh, yeah, very soon.
Before this game gets a little too close. They got some breathing room right now, but that's not going to help. And uh-oh.
Soren Scolati on the ground now, not getting up.
We got an injury. Soren Scolati. Let's go to a break, and we'll be back.
Hello, Mishawaka fans. This is Superintendent Stevens here to tell you about our Mishawaka Parent Group. The MPG has the purpose of promoting partnerships with parents, teachers, school administration, and the community to enhance the educational environment for Mishawaka schools. Our parent group partners with Mishawaka Athletics to put on elementary sports, and they're always looking for volunteers to help with high school football game concessions. If you'd like to join or volunteer, feel free to email mishawakaparentgroup@gmail.com.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
All right, we got an injury going on here, as you can see, but let's touch in with our third member of the crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, we know that you're in a radio and TV class. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in there.
Currently, we are doing a podcast. I'm a bit behind on it. I'm not gonna lie. People are finishing up their podcast. There's supposed to be 3 episodes and a podcast trailer. Each episode's 3 to 5 minutes. I've just done my trailer. I'm a bit behind. I'm working on my episode 1 currently, and getting the editing done.
Luke, what's your podcast about again?
My podcast is on there's 9 moments, 3 different sports, and just looking through some of the biggest plays and moments in the sports history. I'm going over football, baseball, basketball, 3 different moments for each sport.
All right, really good to hear. I'm definitely going to be tuning into that one. Well, thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
All right, looks like Soren Salati is doing all right. She's over here by us. She's off the court. But still have not resumed play, so we're going to take another ad break, and we'll be back when we resume play.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
All right, welcome back. Still haven't resumed play. Looks like Mia Martinez is out there on the floor right before we resume. But Daniel, while we have a little bit of time, let's talk about homecoming a little bit.
Homecoming, yes. So homecoming will be on October the 14th. Remember, students, it is Halloween themed. So any couples that are going or just individual people that are going to have a good time, remember you can dress up if you'd like.
But we are back to volleyball action, and Mia Martinez gets involved early. Failed spike attempt there.
Martinez is a primarily JV player, but judging off of that play, she's pretty good.
Number 23, junior Mia Martinez. Diving effort by Ella Wofford. Comes up just short. Pilgrims pick up the point.
Brady, it was starting to look like it was going to be one of those yet another back and forth play that we've seen so many times this season.
And it still very well could be. Pilgrims only trail by 4, but yeah, you're right. Cavemen have definitely had the upper hand in all 3 of these matches so far. Or sets, I should say. Oh, Wofford's there. Now Ellie Adams gets denied. The block there, much needed. Cuts the lead down to 3.
Pilgrim's trying to keep the game tight. Mishawaka 8 away from taking the set.
And Kylie Creech thought she had the block there, just comes up short. Pilgrim's going on a bit of a run here. And a timeout called. So Dan, you were talking about homecoming, kind of got cut off a little bit. Got any more to expand upon that?
I mean, I've heard a lot of good ideas. Some people are going to dress up, some people aren't. A lot of people have already picked their costumes. Some people, like myself, are not going to pick until the night before. So I think it'll be fun. And let's go head down to our third member of the crew, Luke. What you got for us, bud?
Luke, are you going to homecoming?
I am not.
Oh, man. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about how this game's going?
Well, out of the timeout, the Pilgrims seemed pretty ready for the game plan that the Cavemen threw out to them. They're starting to claw their way back into this game. It's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure the Cavemen are going to bounce back in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Cavemen have definitely been resilient. They've been down a few times early, came back every single time. They lead by 2 here, but Pilgrims definitely have the momentum on their side as of now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Brady, real quick, off topic, are you going to homecoming?
I don't think so, Daniel.
Why not? Yeah, no reason that you just not feeling
No
it?
reason. I'm not a costume guy.
Not a costume guy?
Really not a costume guy.
I understand.
What are you going to go as, Daniel?
I have no idea. It's up to who I'm going with.
Oh, okay. Okay, Daniel.
I'm going to leave her in charge.
As Cavemen pick up a point there. Lead by 3. And an update on Soren Scolati. She's getting her ankle worked on right now. Doesn't appear to be too serious. We got great training staff here at Mishawaka. Sure she's going to be back in the court in no time. Maybe not today, but I would definitely not be surprised if she's back here on Thursday. And a point for the Cavemen. Double hit.
Speaking of Thursday, we already kind of noted on it earlier, Brady, but make sure you tune in again. Brady and I will be back calling that game against Elkhart Christian Academy. It'll be a nice game, a fun game.
Elkhart's got a decent, Elkhart Christian, I should say, has a decent record. It's going to be a good game for sure, so definitely tune into this one. It's Cavemen pick up their 20th point. They're 5 points away from taking this one. We had a decent crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Not as much as we had the last time we were here, but whenever we can just get fans out here, the Cave, obviously, if you saw that video that was made by the Indiana Basketball Magazine, they did a really good job highlighting the Cave. Very old gym. Anytime we can get fans in here, it's a lot of fun.
No doubt about it.
Pilgrims pick up a point there. They're not going to go down without a fight. That's been the story the whole game.
I can tell that this team is very bonded, both mentally and physically. I can't get over the matching shoes. I've never seen that before, except for Plymouth and Northridge. I've never seen it before.
No. Sometimes you see that in basketball where everyone's got the same color shoe, but
right.
They all have the same exact shoe. One punched right into the net by Ellie Adams.
Yeah, I think that was more so about the angle and what she was at opposed to the ball, but they're still in good shape. Still got to stay focused, though.
The night of the net, Kylie Cruz pushes it over, but they're there, and Copens-Clark just dunks it. Copens-Clark, we've said it a few times, having a fantastic game.
Once again, I can't believe we never caught it. I mean, we have another announcer that's calling the big plays, but we never hear how they pronounce the names.
We never do. We got these headphones on. Let's Caven pick up another point there. Smart play right there, just pushing it, putting it where they're not.
Yes, indeed, and the Cavemen are 3 shy of putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, hits off the top of the net. And Coppins Clark takes up another point there. I mean, so far, this game's not over, still got 2 points to go. If I had to pick an MVP, it would be Margaret Coppins Clark.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, it's going to be a timeout by Plymouth, I believe.
Yeah, timeout by Plymouth. And we're going to take one final timeout. We're going to head a commercial really fast. Back with the conclusion of set number 3 and potentially the conclusion of the game.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, kick slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Welcome back here. Mishawaka's got 2 points to go. Close this one out and send us home. Score is 23-17.
As we resume play.
On a powerful spike. Great dig there by Olivia Orr. And that one's going to go sailing out the back end. But great save there. Fast reflexes. So Pilgrim's only down 5. Not a lot of breathing room. In fact, very, very, very small amount of breathing room for them.
2 points worth.
Can't afford to make any mistakes. Millie Adams tries to get a spike in there. No good. And a point for Mishawaka. That's going to be a 4-hit. It's now just 1 to go.
Ellie Adams back to serve. Attempting to try to send the Pilgrims home.
Amos going to check in for the potential last point of the game. Oh, Ellie Adams went for a powerful serve there. Comes up short.
Yeah, Brady, as you can see in any sport, it's very important to find that balance of power and accuracy.
Set by Creech. Clark denied. Amos gonna get it. Tipped at the line. Tipped at the line. Oh my goodness. And a block. That's gonna do it. Mishawaka sweeps the Plymouth Pilgrims here at the Cave. 3-0, winning that set 25-19. An absolutely dominant performance.
Oh yeah. Always great to see here. I think Mishawaka players, audience, coaching staff, and the whole Mishawaka network, very happy to see.
Yeah. And we're going to have a player interview momentarily because we had a milestone tonight. I'm sure we said it a couple times, but Ella Wofford, her 1,000th dig here tonight. Absolutely fantastic. As a junior, too. I'm not sure if that's a record here at Mishawaka, but it's got to be pretty close.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree. Ella Wofford, we've said it so many times, such an impactful player, so much talent, and it's just great to see her get this wonderful milestone.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, don't go. We still got more left. We got a player interview with Ella Wofford. She's going to tell us about how it felt to get that 1,000th dig. And make sure you tune in on Thursday for the Elkhart Christian game. Tune in Friday for the Warsaw game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see if Luke can get down there and talk to Ella Wofford for a little bit.
Let's see.
So saying hi to our teammates, understandably. But looks like we got her there. Maybe going over the questions. All right, Luke, we're gonna send it down to you. You got Ella Wofford there.
Thank you, Brady. Ella, congratulations on the 1,000 digs. A huge milestone. How do you feel?
I feel great. It's really a team effort. I can't do it without my other teammates, so I'm very thankful for them for helping me get the 1,000 digs.
Obviously, down in the third set, how did you guys persevere through the tough times and being able to win in 3 sets?
Just staying together. We focus very much on team bond because we can be down in a set, down 20, but if you have that bond and you stick together, you can always overcome anything.
How are you guys preparing for Elkhart Christian on Thursday?
Well, hopefully we'll have Soren back. She did hurt her ankle, but hopefully she'll be back for Thursday. And just making sure the minor details that went wrong tonight are perfect for Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A great interview there, Luke. Luke, you got anything to say before we sign off?
Go Cavemen.
I like that.
Like that. But yeah, great game there. Very humble interview from Ella Wofford, giving all the credit to her teammates.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you expect? And getting ready for Elkhart Christian. Like I said, please tune into that one. It's going to be a great broadcast. But on behalf of Mishawaka Network, I'm Brady Gallo here with Daniel Phillips. Thank you guys for listening.
All right. See you
Peace.
Thursday, man.